Good morning, happy Monday. I'm a bit late with my podcast today. Had a big weekend. It's the second weekend I've run my energy festivals and oh my God, they're so much fun. Kind of wish I could do them every weekend. It's so glorious. Like yesterday we were in Alexandria and 60 incredible women just arrived. Some of them had driven up to 4 hours to get there. And some had gone away for a weekend, which was kind of what I'd hoped. I'd hoped that people would make it into a weekend. So they would go away with their friend on the Saturday and it was so lovely hearing their stories about they went and got an Airbnb or they went and stayed somewhere, took themselves away. I love the idea of people taking themselves away and creating space for themselves and giving them permission to spend money on themselves, look after themselves and, do them, which is I get that's a big privilege, right? And there's people that don't have the money to do that. And there's people that don't even have cars that could travel that far. So this is a super privileged position, but the amount of people out there who work really, really hard and do have money, but won't participate in life piss me off. I'm like, there is no point working hard, saving money just to die. Like the whole point of life is to enjoy it and have experiences. And all these women came. One of them said when she left, oh, look, I'm leaving all nice and warm. She gave me a hug and said, thank you so much. She said, I'm leaving all nice and warm now. I was a bit frosty when I came in. And she said, and I said, that's all right. People are frosty when they come in because they don't know what to expect, right? So people came in, and I think there was 8 women who'd come on their own. Brave. Fantastic, like really brave. Couldn't find someone to come with them, couldn't find someone that wanted to come, so just turned up and they had the best day. And they're in this collective group of women who are all possibly got nothing in common, but everything in common at the same time. Like they're just all hanging out and they're all tuned up because they want more energy. They're interested in learning about energy, or they just want to give themselves a day out. I'm up for all of that. It doesn't matter why they came. It was so amazing. And then they came swishing in and we sat under these umbrellas in the most incredible location. If you ever get to go to Orchard Garden in Alexandra, I strongly suggest you go. It's absolutely beautiful. There's a cafe there. You can go. I don't know how many days a week they're open, but look it up. Orchard Garden, unbelievable. And so the food was incredible. And I'd asked for everything to be gluten-free because in the world, according to Lisa, everyone should be gluten-free. I don't think gluten adds any value to our lives. And I think that would make the world a better place. And good food, you don't notice it's gluten-free when it's really well done. It's only shit food that you notice, like when you eat a shit biscuit or shit bread. When you eat incredible gluten-free bread or incredible gluten, you don't notice. It's so extraordinary. Anyway, that's a little rant. But I said to the team, can I have everything gluten-free? And that's because a little protest to the world that everywhere I go, I have to check what I can eat. And I wanted all the food to be gluten-free. And there's always gluten-free people come, and the delight on their faces. There were 3 other celiacs there yesterday, and they all came up to me and said, you're fucking joking. I can eat anything here. I said, mate, everything is gluten-free. It was like the only time it had happened for them in their lives. And I don't care if, 57 people ate gluten-free food and didn't want to. The delight on those 3 faces, fuck, it was worth it. Actually 4 faces because my face was delighted too. And I just love that. I love watching people. I took a beautiful woman to China last year on one of my China tours, and we went to Shanghai for a week, and gorgeous Vicky. And she was beside herself about, I'm a celiac, and I can't really eat at restaurants. And I said, you can. I'm a celiac and I eat at restaurants constantly, and you'll be fine, Vicky. I'll look after you. I promise. You'll be fine. She was very nervous. And, oh my God, we had the best time. She cried most days because the food was so extraordinary. And she'd didn't have the confidence to be stroppy enough to ask the right questions. Not necessarily stroppy, you don't have to be stroppy, sometimes it helps, but just the confidence to ask the right questions and to find out what she needed to know. And she didn't have enough kind of knowledge to know what she could and couldn't have around food knowledge. And anyway, so I'm stroppy and confident. And so I just rocked into these restaurants. And we also have, when I do China, the beautiful MJ, who speaks Mandarin, is so extraordinary and such an amazing human. And so we're all hanging out and getting all this food organised. Vicky just about died every day, not from poisoning of gluten, from happiness. She was just like, can you believe it? Can I actually eat this? And she came to me at the end and she said, I don't even go to restaurants at home because I'm so scared. And I have eaten in a restaurant 3 times a day for 8 days. And I have not been sick once. And this has changed my life. And it's like, and she was so excited about the food she'd tried. And she started living a really limited life because she was like, I can only have meat and veg and nothing else. I never try anything. I never expect to try anything. And it's about, you don't expect anything better and life just becomes mundane. And it's like, so when you get an experience where something's possible, oh God, I love that. Giving people experiences is just, I think, my favourite thing. I think that's actually my favourite thing. When I die, maybe I'll have experience giver written on my headstone. I'm going to have a large concrete angel, like from a garden centre, erected somewhere. I like those. Those really old graves you see, and they've got fucking statues. I'm like, they must have been quite cool. They got a statue. I want a statue. Anyway, what am I talking about? My week. I've got a lovely week. This is what I call a consolidation week. So every now and then one must have a consolidation week where you just have to do the mahi of all the shit you haven't been doing. So I've been flipping around busy as a bee. And I've let a few things lapse. I have piles of shit everywhere. So because I have ADHD, I have to play a game with myself called This Doesn't Go Here. And I just leave shit everywhere. And then it shouldn't be there. There's a book in the bathroom. Well, that shouldn't be in the bathroom. It just happens that I was reading the book, went to the loo, left the book in the bathroom. Like, what the fuck? Books don't be in bathrooms, Lisa. But, here we have it. There'll be earrings in my bedroom rather than in my dressing room where my earrings should live. So I just have shit scattered everywhere. And I have to have a consolidation of that and go, wow, why is that there? This doesn't go here is one of the best games I play. I just walk around with a basket going, this doesn't go here, this doesn't go here, collecting everything out of all the rooms that doesn't belong in those rooms. And then I have to go and find the fucking room it goes in, and I've got to keep my attention span long enough for that to happen. And then and then every room is actually a bloody disaster because being tidy is just not my thing. So instead of making myself wrong, I just go, right, every fucking few weeks I have to go, this doesn't go here, and tidy up, sort shit out, hang out my clothes. I'm not a routine person. I don't do things every day. I've tried, but it just doesn't work. I can't, hang my clothes up at the end of every day, and it just doesn't work. So I like to do that in blobs of time. So this week is an organising time because I've got books everywhere. Books and clothes are actually my issues. And vases. I collect vases. I've got fucking probably 30,000 vases. I love vases, all kinds of vases, old 50s white ones, colourful glass ones. So I keep buying them and they just keep turning up. So, God, my husband is so fucking patient. There's just stuff everywhere. So anyway, I've got to get organised. That's what I'm going to do. And so this week's a bit of consolidation and, consolidating the inbox. The inbox gets away on me. That's another thing. I think, oh, fuck, I better get on that. So just consolidating stuff is my week. I've got lots of mentoring with gorgeous people, travelling to Wellington to do a strategy student with one of my fabulous friends, which is lovely. And what else am I doing? Oh, I've got to take the father, I've got to take the parentals to the doctors. That's what happens when they get older. You have to start accompanying them to their appointments. So that's another thing, isn't it, really? So I'm off to do a bit of work on that. Tuesday, I've given myself the day off because I've worked last weekend and this weekend. I had last Wednesday off, went to a movie. This Tuesday, and that means I'm not going to work, and I've booked an auric healing appointment. Oh, I love auric healing. So I get to go and have my aura cleansed. Whew! Don't you love that? Everyone needs their aura cleansed. I cleanse my aura and my body often in Epsom salts, but to go and have your body actually properly cleansed by a healer is unbelievable. So I'm very excited about that, and I managed to get an appointment with the gorgeous Kathy, so that's exciting. And then I'm getting organised this week to head to Wairarapa. So the Wairarapa Festival's this week. So another weekend of work. Doesn't feel like work though. Just feels like a delightful experience. And all these women left yesterday so happy. They were so full. We rolled around on the grass. We danced to music. We talked. We laughed. We ate. Everything was heaven. And I love that there's 60 people out there who are just bumping around having a better day today or a better week because of that festival. There you go. If they weren't such a huge amount of work, I'd do them all the time. But Michaela's amazing. It's all her work, right? Whew, what a lot of work. Never mind. Good mahi. See? Do the mahi, get the treats. That's what we say. And got the treats. So many treats yesterday. It was beautiful. So that's my week. I'm just going to have a gentle week of consolidation. I'm going to make some appointments, organise my inbox, tidy up my bedroom. I'm like a teenager. I have to tidy up my bedroom. And do some, I've got to tidy up the scullery because it's been taken over by rogue vases. Oh, look, I've got some good problems. Just quietly got some good problems. So, and today I'm going to visit my aunt and uncle, and I'm so happy. So today I'm driving to Wanaka, and I'm very happy. Gonna have a cup of tea, and I'll get something baked, I'm sure. And then I'll have a nice sandwich. She likes a Dagwood over sandwich for lunch, and we'll go for a walk, and we'll laugh and drink tea, and then I'll fly home. What a lovely day. What a lovely day. I'm very happy about that. You must make time for the people, precious people. Make time to visit precious people. I've come all this way. Why would I not go and spend a day with my precious aunt and uncle? So there you go. Happy Monday. Bye.